Hello, and welcome to Encouragement for Entrepreneurs. Today, I'm going to tackle one question that I hear a lot. Should I quit my job? There's many reasons to quit your job. I just reading or listening to a podcast. I'm reading the book by Cathy Heller. Uh, uh, the title of the book is Don't Keep Your Day Job: How to Turn Your Passion into a Career. Great book. I would recommend it if you have questions on this. But there's one principle that I found in that book, and there's a couple more that I want to add. If you're thinking about quitting your job, some of you have been thinking about this, you're considering this, I would ask for you to consider the following three principles. Some of them come in the form of just a statement, some of them come in the form of a question. The first one, and this is one that she recommends in her book, is that you build a runway. While it is important to jump into the pool with both feet, because you don't learn how to swim on the shore, it is also important to make sure that the pool has water in it. I see a lot of people who just quit their jobs and say, I'm just going to follow my dreams. I'm just going to do something else. I just don't like what I'm doing. I'm going to do something else. And I ask, so what is the plan that you have? What's the runway that you've built? What are the relationships that you've had? What's the research that you've done? No, none. I'm just hoping, but hope is not a strategy. Just because you hate where you're at does not necessarily mean that you should quit right now. Build a runway. You want to know how to do that, you're just going to have to buy the book. Number two, the second thing that I would ask you is this move going to be just the same thing but at a different job? Because if it's the same thing but at a different job, I don't think it makes sense to quit. Your particular situations might be different or special. But I'm not interested in making many lateral moves. Like, I'm doing this and it's kind of toxic and I don't like some of the things that happen, so I quit and then I go work over here. And it's sort of like the same things, because there's going to be toxic people in every job. There's going to be crazy bosses in every job. There's going to be gossipy co-workers in every job. No matter what you work in, there's always going to be an element of dysfunction. And my concern is that we just give up on something without having a clear plan, and we just make a lateral move because we're forced to do it, because we haven't been able to fund our dream, because we did not build the runway. See how that makes sense? And then the third thing that I want to make sure that you know, if you're thinking about quitting your job, I'm not saying you should not, I'm not saying you should. This is something that you and God have to decide. But it's consult. I need to ask people that are more mature than me, people who are already arrived where I want to go, about next steps. Does this make sense to you? This is what I'm thinking. Can you give me feedback? She says in the book that people love to give feedback. People love to give opinions. So polls, conversations, sit down for a meal. Don't just wrap all your decisions into your own brain, because sometimes we might make decisions that are contrary to the purpose for which we were created. So I'm not saying with this video you should not quit. I'm not saying that you should quit. I'm just saying that whether you quit or don't quit, take into account these three things. Number one, how am I building a runway? Number two, am I just going to make a lateral move where I'm going to go to a different job with the same thing? And number three, who have I consulted? Who have I talked to? If you're a spiritual person, if you're a person of faith, of course, you talk to God. If not a person of faith, there's mentors, there's people that can guide you. But those three things should help you make this decision the best decision it can be. Nothing's guaranteed, but you can improve the possibilities of success if you do those three things. All right? Encouragement for entrepreneurs. Every Monday we drop a video. If you like this one, subscribe, share it with somebody else. Thank you for watching.